Good morning, everyone. We are going to start with today's lecture. So let me just recall you what we have done so far very quickly. So for series, convergence, we have already done these things. GP series, telescoping, then we have done the nth term test, then we have done the integral test, and then comparison test. In comparison test, we have two forms, direct comparison test and limit comparison test, DCT and LCT. So last time we discussed these comparison test and few examples for it. And then now today, which we are going to do is the next test. The next test we have is ratio test. So we are going to discuss ratio test today, which has different applicability than the comparison test and the integral test. So let's begin with it. Let's first start with the statement of this. Let summation an be a series with positive terms and suppose that limit n tending to infinity an plus 1 by an is rho. Means you have to evaluate this limit for the given series of positive terms. If you remember this test and this test, integral and comparison, both of them were also for series of positive terms and non-negative terms, you can say. These are independent, means these are general. These can be any type of series, but integral, comparison, they were for positive term series. And similarly, the ratio test is also for positive term series. So what exactly we have to do in ratio test? We have to compute this limit n tending to infinity, an plus 1 by an is equal to rho. So whatever will be the value of this limit. Then by looking at this value of rho, we will be deciding whether our series is convergent or divergent. So the first part of the statement says series converges if rho is less than 1. The second part says series diverges if rho is greater than 1. And the third part says inconclusive if rho is equal to 1. Inconclusive means you can't say anything, or you can say test fails. So there are different wordings which are used in this context, that if this ratio happens to be exactly equals to 1, then that means we are not able to derive any information from ratio test. That means we have to use, in that case, in this case, if the limit turns out to be 1, in this case we have to use some other test, because I told you final answer to आपको निकालना ही है. So if ratio test से नहीं आएगा, so we will be using some other test. So now the question arises, what is the need of this ratio test? That is first question, because we have already seen the problems, or you can say not the problems but the challenges which we face with integral and comparison test. In integral test, you know, the challenges are you have to prove decreasing and then you have to solve the integral. So in some specific questions, it may happen depending on the function that the computation of integral is lengthier or difficult. So same is the challenges with the comparison test. In comparison test, we know the challenge is it is difficult to find Bn, because we are always given a series an. हमें comparison के लिए एक series चाहिए होता है comparison test में, whether you are doing it DCT or LCT. So it's difficult to find Bn. It's not always straightforward. For some examples, although I have told you a trick how to find Bn, but if in general for any example, it will not be always very easy to find Bn. That is why we need other test. So that test is ratio test. and this is the statement. I hope the statement is clear. आपको ये limit निकालना है, an plus 1 by an is equal to rho. अगर less than 1 आया तो convergent, greater than 1 आया तो divergent, equals to 1 आया तो use some other test, inconclusive. और infinity आया अगर ये limit, वो भी greater than 1 की ही category में आता है, right? Don't get confused कि limit infinity भी आ सकती है. Obviously limit infinity आ सकती है, but that comes in this category, greater than 1. Right? So this is the statement. Now let's do the examples. So first thing which is clear to us, that the thing which I told you about limit comparison test, that how do you know by looking at the series that we will be applying limit comparison test here. I told you the example are rational functions, that if you see a polynomial in n divided by another polynomial in n, so very likely we are going to apply limit comparison test and definitely we are going to get the answer. So same is for ratio test. We do have some identification so that you can remember. So this is applicable for the problems where factorials are involved. So in the questions where you see factorials coming into picture, so we will apply ratio test there, because it's clear from the name that you have to compute the ratios here. So ratio लेने से factorials जो हैं balance हो जाते हैं, as you will see in many of the examples. But that does not mean कि सिर्फ factorials वाले question पे ही लगाना है. You will also see plenty of other examples where we'll be applying the ratio test, right? So let's do first example for this. An, so this is the series given to you. N is equal to 0 to infinity 2 raised to power n plus 5 by 3 raised to power n, right? So we will be testing it with ratio test. So ratio test के लिए you have to find a n plus 1. How to find a n plus 1? Just change n to n plus 1 in the expression of an. You change n to n plus 1, you will get the expression for a n plus 1. And then you compute limit n tending to infinity a n plus 1 by a n. So ratio आपको लेना है. So this one is a n plus 1. This whole needs to be divided with an, which is the given one. Now all what you have to do is solve this value of the limit. So this is limit n tending to infinity. You can easily see this one, what this is going to be. So it's 2n plus 1 by 5 and this. So this n and n plus 1. So this 3 will be just giving me 1 by 3, which I can take outside of the limit. I'm left with this one. So this also you can solve by dividing with, say, 2 raised to power n. If I divide in the numerator and denominator with 2 raised to power n, I'll be left with 1 plus 5 by 2 raised to power n. I divided with 2 raised to power n in the denominator and the numerator. So now you can see the value of this limit is 2 by 3, because this 1 by 3 was already there, and this much part, the answer is 2 by 1, because these two individually goes to 0. So 2 by 3. So now you look at your statement. We have to compare with 1. Either it is less than 1, or it is greater than 1, or it is equal to 1. Because कुछ भी आंसर आए उसके लिए तीन ही possibilities हो सकती हैं. So that will give you the answer. So this 2 by 3 is less than 1, which is the first case. So the answer is series is convergent, right? So the answer is series converges because this is less than 1, right? So that's how this was application of ratio test on this kind of functions. So this is also not involving factorials, but here also you can apply the ratio test. The same example maybe could be done with some other way also. Means, again I am saying this thing. If anything else clicks to your mind that okay, I can do this by this other test also, so you can do that. You are free to do. I'll just give you an example. Okay, yeah, I'm back. My internet connection actually went down. So yeah, let me take the same example. Let me take this example which we were doing. So you can write your answers in chat box. If anybody has any other idea how we can do this one other than ratio test. See, this is the practice only which we have to make. You need to always explore a questions, only then you will be gradually understanding all the kind of tests. Do you think any other test is applicable here? If I write this like this, does it give you any hint? Yeah, I changed my network actually. It was unstable earlier. Now it won't break. Don't worry. So I'll repeat the question. AN will be, if this is your AN, if you can write it like this. So can you say anything applying any other test here? So this is a GP series, as you can say. This is a GP series. This is also a GP series. So in this GP series, the multiplier is 2 by 3, which is less than 1. In this GP series, the multiplier is 1 by 3, because ये 5 is just a scalar. 5 की power नहीं है, right? So दोनों series individually क्या है? Convergent, and because we know sum of two convergent series is convergent, we know that result. So therefore, this is also convergent, right? So that's how easy it is. अगर आप जीपी सीरीज आइडेंटिफाई कर पा रहे हो इसमें कि पूरी सीरीज जीपी सीरीज नहीं है, बट इट इज द सम ऑफ टू इंडिविजुअल जीपी सीरीज, so then you can also do. So it really depends upon how you identify and what clicks to you. So that was all about this example. Now let's move to example number 2. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity n factorial over e raised to power n. So I told you, whenever you see factorials, you always think about the ratio test. So if I apply ratio test here, limit n tending to infinity. So this is n plus 1 factorial over e raised to power n plus 1, n factorial over e raised to power n. So the value of the limit is turning out to be n plus 1 by e, right? Which is infinity. You can see because e is just a number, n plus 1. This is infinity. So according to the statement of ratio test, this is divergent. So the statement tells you if limit is less than 1, convergent, greater than 1 or infinity, then divergent. So this turns out to be infinity. Therefore, answer is divergent. And if you would have done with directly nth term test, I told you nth term test is applicable everywhere. If you would have directly applied nth term test, then the value of this limit is infinity. This is one of the standard limits, n factorial by e raised to power n. This is one of the standard limits. We know limit n tending to infinity x raised to power n by n factorial is 0. For any value of x, this limit is always 0. So this one you can see is the opposite of this. n factorial by e raised to power n. x की वैल्यू e है यहाँ पे. तो अगर आप रेशियो टेस्ट से पहले डायरेक्टली nth टर्म टेस्ट इस पे लगाओगे, suppose, then the answer is infinity. So therefore, from there only you can also imply divergent by nth term test. So all it matters what clicks to you. That's why I always say always try with nth term test first. So ratio test लगाने की आपको जरूरत ही नहीं है. ये मैं सिर्फ इसलिए समझा रही हूँ so that your mind starts working that way. Otherwise, obviously आपको एक question में एक ही test लगाना है if you are getting the answer for it. So दोनों से obviously same answer आ रहा है whichever you apply. Right. So let me go to the next example in which an is given to me 2 raised to power n. So These kind of questions are for sure to be doable with ratio test. When multiple factorials are involved, as you can see, like here, there was just one factorial term and this was happened to be one of the standard limits. So I could do with nth term test only. But this one is not one of the standard limits. इसके ऊपर आप nth term लगाओगे, suppose you try to evaluate nth limit, it will be very difficult for you to evaluate using the nth limit test. So better we don't go with that way. We'll apply ratio test. Whenever you see multiple factorials, बहुत सारे factorials आपको नजर आए in the numerator and denominator, सीधा you have to go to ratio test. So you change n to n plus 1 and see what is the value of this ratio. So ये 2n plus 2 हो जाएगा denominator में, because n on changing n to n plus 1, right? So it will be 2n plus 2. And now you evaluate this limit an plus 1 by an, right? So 2 raised to power n plus 1 factorial, n plus 1 factorial. Divide here है तो you see ये reciprocal होके multiply हो जाएगा. And now you see, whenever you have this kind of expression, all what you have to do is you have to expand the factorials, because ratios में factorials आने का यही purpose होता है, you expand them. So when you will be expanding them, so पहले तो इसको balance करेंगे. This is 2 raised to power n plus 1, this is 2 raised to power n. So this will be 2. And this is now n plus 1 factorial, n plus 1 factorial, and you know n factorial or n factorial already hai wahan pe. So I'll be expanding n plus 1 factorial like this, another n plus 1 factorial like this, divided by, out of these two, this one is bigger, 2n plus 2, so I'll be expanding this 2n plus 2 factorial. So this will give me 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 1 into 2n factorial, because 2n है denominator में और जिसको cancel करना है numerator में, sorry. So this is ये तो हो गया balance. You're left with n factorial, right? So now you just cancel. So ये n factorial cancel, 2n factorial gets cancelled. So whatever, howsoever complex looking your original nth term be, जब आप ratio लेके factorials को cancel करोगे, it's always going to be simple enough. So let me write, this one is actually 2 into n plus 1 into n plus 1, and in the denominator you have 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 1. Rest everything has got cancelled. And now you have to tell me the value of this limit. What is the value of this limit? All of you can solve this one easily. One by 2, right? It's a rational function, very easy to solve the limits. 1 by 2, you have to compare with 1, which is less than 1. Therefore, your answer is convergent, right? The answer is convergent. So that's how easy it became by doing with ratio test. So जो specifically इस तरह के example हैं, I'm again telling you वो ratio test से ही होने हैं. No other test will be applicable. आप try करके देख लो, आपको answer ratio से ही आएगा. So it's easy to see how it came out to be 1 by 2. So numerator में 2 है, यहाँ पे जो leading term का multiplier होगा that will be 4. क्योंकि 2n will be multiplied with 2n, right? आपको n square से divide करना है in the numerator as well as denominator. You divide by n square. So 2 by 4 आएगी, because your leading coefficient you can see. So which is less than 1. 1 by 2 which is less than 1. Therefore this is convergent. So you will find plenty of examples for ratio test in the book as well as in the tutorial sheet. So you can practice there, right? You can practice from there, and yeah, it will fail if in some cases the value of the limit turns out to be exactly equals to 1. You will have those kind of examples also. So in that case, you have to move to some other form of test. So one thing which I would tell you here, what students generally do as a mistake, they start expanding factorial here only, right? So do not expand the factorial here, because आप यहीं पे cancel करना शुरू कर दोगे. They will expand to n factorial, they will cancel one of the n factorial. That's okay, you can do that, but that's not required, because ultimately आपको ratio test लगाने के लिए an plus 1 find करना ही है. तब it will be very easy to directly cancel out the terms. So do not try to make any simplifications from your side at this step only. चाहे जितना भी कॉम्प्लेक्स लुकिंग एक्सप्रेशन है, जितना भी ट्रिवियल सिंप्लीफिकेशन आपको लग रहा है कि फैक्टोरियल्स यहीं पे कैंसिल हो रहे हैं, right? So do not try that if you are trying to do with the ratio test. Okay, rest depends on question to question which test you want to apply and how you're going to get the answer, right? So now let me begin with the next example for the same. So write down this example. So this is a different kind of series in which you are given this, right? So this is a series in which the general term is defined in this way, right? If the n is odd, the general term of the series is n by 2 raised to power n, and if n is even, the general term is this one. So the series general term is given like this. Suppose we want to do with this ratio test. So you see from this example also, the very first example which I gave you, उसमें भी 2 raised to power n, 3 raised to power n were involved. So जब इस तरह के expressions आते हैं raised to power n, then also ratio test is applicable whenever you have raised to power n type of expressions. So here also you have this kind. So let me try with ratio test. So when I want to apply ratio test, so I'll be first finding an plus 1, right? The previous one was convergent because it was less than 1, right? There should not be no doubts in it. This was less than 1, so this is convergent. Now I'm focusing on this example. So what will be an plus 1? So जैसे an defined है, वैसे ही an plus 1 भी आपका क्या होगा? Defined होगा. Now one thing which you have to take care here is, when n is odd, then n plus 1 will be even. If n is odd, then n plus 1 will be even, right? So you can say here, if n is odd, in that case the formula for an plus 1 will be coming from 1 by 2 raised to power n plus 1. And if n is even, in that case n plus 1 will be odd. अब odd के लिए terms ये वाला formula follow कर रहे हैं, so that will be n plus 1 by 2 raised to power n plus 1. So do not do the mistake of writing कि सीधा इसको आप n plus 1 कर दो सीधा, right? That will be okay, but you have to maintain the this side, because आप जब ratio लोगे तो आप same n के लिए लोगे. Odd के लिए रेशियो अलग निकलेगी, इवन के लिए रेशियो अलग निकलेगी, because that's what it is going to be, that's how it is going to be. The series has been defined in a way that odd terms are following a different pattern, even terms are following a different pattern. So an plus 1 will also be defined in that way in terms of the segregation of odd and even. So all what you have to take care, when n will be odd, n plus 1 will be even. तो इवन का फॉर्मूला ये वाला है 1 by 2 raised to power n. So 1 by 2 raised to power n plus 1 हो जाएगा obviously, and when n is even, n plus 1 will be odd, so this will be coming from here. So now I hope that is clear how you find an plus 1, and now you have to find the ratio. So when you divide an plus 1 by an, so obviously that will also be in two terms, that will also be divided like that. So for n is equal to odd, this one has to be divided with this one because I am making them same. So it is 1 by 2 raised to power n plus 1 divided by n by 2 raised to power n, and for n even, it is n plus 1 by 2 raised to power n plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 raised to power n. So I'm continuing this further here. So this will actually be, when n will be odd, this is actually going to be 1 by 2n, because you see ये n रहेगा, 2 की पावर कैंसिल होके सिर्फ एक 2 बचेगा, so this will be 1 by 2n. And for otherwise other case, so this is for n odd, and for n even this will be n plus 1 by 2. You can very easily check the calculations, right? So this is finally what we have got as a ratio, an plus 1 by an. Now we have to take the limit n tending to infinity. So when you take a limit n tending to infinity over here, so you see if you apply limit n tending to infinity, so limit n tending to infinity and limit n tending to infinity. So this one turns out to be 0 while this one turns out to be infinity, right? You can say that the limit is not unique. जो ऑड वाली टर्म्स को आप फोकस कर रहे हो, रेशियो ले रहे हो, वो तो रेशियोज जीरो को अप्रोच कर रहे हैं, मींस द रेशियोज आर वेरी वेरी स्मॉल इन मैग्नीट्यूड. बट जब आप इवन टर्म का नेक्स्ट टर्म से रेशियो लेते हो, वो वाले रेशियोज जो हैं दे आर वेरी वेरी बिग, राइट? They are very big. That's why the limits are coming out to be infinite. So the ratios is not unique. The ratio is jumping between 0 and infinity. अब ratio test के according रेशियो को हमें कंपेयर करना होता है 1 से. सो इन बोथ द केसेस, इन वन केस द रेशियो इज लेस देन 1 while in other case the ratio is greater than 1. So overall we cannot conclude anything, right? Because रेशियो यूनिक आया ही नहीं, लिमिट यूनिक आया ही नहीं. सो डोंट ट्राई टू गिव आंसर कि ऑड वाली कन्वर्जेंट है, इवन वाली डाइवर्जेंट है. दिस डज नॉट मेक सेंस. सीरीज में हम ऐसे नहीं कर सकते कि आधी सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट है आधी डाइवर्जेंट है. आपको पूरी सीरीज का आंसर एक देना है, या पूरी कन्वर्जेंट है या पूरी डाइवर्जेंट है. सो डोंट ट्राई टू इंटरप्रेट इट रॉन्गली कि ऑड वाली सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट है. वो एक ही सीरीज का पार्ट है. It can't be half convergent and half divergent. So I'm not going to conclude anything. So what you just have to write that limit n tending to infinity an plus by an actually does not exist, because whenever any limit is not unique, it does not exist. According to your ratio test, we are finding this limit. I'm writing this row. So ये लिखने का मतलब ये है कि obviously first of all the limit should exist. Only then you make comparison with less than 1 or greater than 1 or equals to 1. So अगर वो exist ही नहीं कर रही है, so you can't apply the ratio test. You can say we can't apply the ratio test. So this example was just to tell you that there are cases, there are examples जहाँ पे ratio test will also not work. So that's why we need some more test. So that's why in this sequence, in this list of tests which we are following, the next test which we are going to do is root test, nth root test. So this nth root test is also for series of positive terms, non-negative terms or positive terms. I told you integral, DCT, LCT, ratio. Now the root test. So ये जो चारों टेस्ट है, DCT and LCT को हम एक ही मानते हैं, मींस कंपैरिजन टेस्ट की कैटेगरी में ही मानते हैं. So these four type of tests they are applicable to positive term series. इसके बाद जो next करेंगे that will be different, but this one is applicable to the positive term series. So let me give you the statement of root test. So this statement is very similar to ratio test. And let me write this one first. So let summation an be a series of non-negative terms and limit n tending to infinity an raised to power 1 by n is rho. तो इसमें जो आपको लिमिट निकालना है वो रेशियो नहीं है, आपको an plus 1 कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको जनरल टर्म का ही nth रूट लेना है, राइट? दैट्स व्हाई द नेम ऑफ द टेस्ट इज nth रूट. स्क्वायर रूट वी नो, वी अंडरस्टैंड स्क्वायर रूट क्या होता है कि पावर 1/2 कर दो. क्यूब रूट होता है पावर 1/3 कर दो. सो nth रूट होता है पावर 1/n. सो आपको an की पावर 1/n करनी है एंड देन यू हैव टू टेक द लिमिट n टेंडिंग टू इंफिनिटी एंड व्हाटएवर दैट हैपेंस टू बी. सो इसकी इंप्लीकेशन सेम है जो रेशियो टेस्ट की थी. Series converges if rho is less than 1. Series diverges if rho is greater than 1 or infinity. And inconclusive if rho is equal to 1. So ये exactly same conditions हैं जो ratio test की थी. The only difference is this one. उसमें हम an plus 1 by an निकाल रहे थे, ratio ले रहे थे. इसमें हम root कर रहे हैं, nth root ले रहे हैं, right? So let's try this on the example and then we see. So let's first take the same example. ये वाली example जो अभी हमने की है, इस पे हमारा ratio test work नहीं किया था because it did not give me the answer. So let's apply root test over this and let's see whether we get the answer or not. So I'm writing the same example. So a n be n by 2 raised to power n if n is odd and 1 by 2 raised to power n if n is even. So what is going to happen? In root test we have to do the raised to power 1 by n. 1 by n आपको power लेना है. So 1 by n लेने में n odd and even the same will maintain and this will be n whole to the power 1 by n and this will be whole to the power 1 by n. If you simplify this one, so this is basically n raised to power 1 by n by 2 क्योंकि ये 2 की power n है. So 2 की power n raised to power 1 by n will be basically 2 raised to power 1 which will be 2. So that's why you just get 2 here and this one also will be simply 1 by 2 because n और 1 by n power जो है balance हो जाएंगे. So I got my an raised to power 1 by n and now I have to take the limit n tending to infinity an raised to power 1 by n. So ये तो constant ही है, n even के लिए तो n इसमें involved ही नहीं है. So this is just 1 by 2 for n even. For n is equal to odd. So you tell me the value of this limit n tending to infinity. N raised to power 1 by n. What is the value of this limit? 1 by 2 means n raised to power 1 by n. We know that's one of the standard limit. N raised to power 1 by n limit n tending to infinity is 1. So uska by 2 hai. So this is 1 by 2 if n is odd. So I got the answer. In both the cases, the limit is turning out to be same. It's exactly same 1 by 2. N odd ke liye bhi, n even ke liye bhi. So this is less than 1 because when the limit is existing, now it's existing, so now I'll be comparing it with less than 1, greater than 1 or equals to 1. पिछले केस में तो पिछले क्वेश्चन में तो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं कर रही थी रेशियो टेस्ट में. यहाँ पे it is existing because it's coming out to be unique and now I'm comparing with 1. Since this is less than 1, so this series is going to be convergent, right? So the test where the ratio test was not applicable, so we tried with the root test, so we got the answer. So you have to take that message, right? That this is what going to happen. This is what you have to do in most of the many of the questions, that if one test is not applicable, so you try with other tests, right? So इसमें mostly as you can see, जैसे मैंने ratio test में बताया था, it is applicable for factorial kind of questions जिसमें बहुत सारे factorials involved हैं, वहां पे हम ratio test लगाते हैं. Root test is generally applicable to the problems to the ans जिसमें पावर में n है. बिकॉज पावर में n होने का मतलब है कि जैसे ही आप उसकी पावर, सपोज आपका कुछ भी है an समथिंग रेज टू पावर n, जैसे ही आप रेज टू पावर 1 बाय n करोगे, सो पावर जो है बैलेंस हो जाएगा. सो इट विल बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू टू कैलकुलेट द लिमिट n टेंडिंग टू इंफिनिटी. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम it's not going to happen if from one test the answer is divergent, other test it's convergent. It's never going to happen if you are applying multiple tests. पहली बार तो आपको एक ही टेस्ट अप्लाई करना है, but if you are trying or testing Okay, so fine. I'll continue this one tomorrow because we are not left with much time. I can take your doubts. Yeah, I can explain that again. Ye root test I will explain tomorrow. No issues with that. I can take your doubts now. Yes.
Ma'am, do we have to keep applying tests till our answer come convergent like in
No,
previous?
no, whatever answer comes, it's not like you want convergent. Whatever comes, you should just have an answer. If from one test you got the answer divergent, stop there. It's not
Okay,
हमें
so if
जबरदस्ती
this
convergence
was
नहीं लेके आना है. हाँ.
दिस वाज द क्वेश्चन इन एग्जाम, तो हमने अगर एक मतलब किसी एक ने पिछला टेस्ट लगाया हो और सपोज मैंने ये टेस्ट लगाया और हमारे आंसर्स डिफर कर रहे हैं, देन
इट्स नॉट नेवर गोइंग टू हैपन ना. सीरीज की ओरिजिनल सेंस तो वही रहेगी ना. सीरीज तो कन्वर्जेंट ही है. अब वो आप किसी भी टेस्ट से प्रूव करो. अब किसी ने रेशियो से प्रूव कर दिया, जैसे रेशियो से तो आंसर ही नहीं आया ना, रेशियो से इनकंक्लूसिव आया, मींस अप्लाई ही नहीं हुआ. तो आप इस स्टेज पे नहीं छोड़ोगे क्वेश्चन को, फिर आपको दूसरा टेस्ट लगाना ही पड़ेगा.
ओके.
अगर आपके पास रेशियो से एक आंसर आ जाता, फिर आपको कोई और टेस्ट नहीं लगाना है. इफ एनी पर्टिकुलर टेस्ट इज गिविंग यू अ डेफिनेट आंसर, कन्वर्जेंट और डाइवर्जेंट, यू स्टॉप देयर ओनली. ये सिर्फ आपको मैं इसलिए बता रही हूँ कि जब एक टेस्ट से आंसर नहीं आता है, ओनली देन यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट द अदर टेस्ट. आई होप दैट इज क्लियर. राइट ईशान? दैट्स फाइन. Okay, yes. Uday, you can ask your question.
Ma'am, in the last question, how did we evaluate the limit of a n whole power 1 by n in the uppercase?
Yeah,
Ma'am, n raised to power 1 by n.
Yeah, n raised to power 1 by n. If you remember, this is one of the standard limits. जो मैंने आपको एक list of standard limits दी थी कि ये बहुत frequently आती है ये limits. So ये n raised to power 1 by n is that category. It is 1. आप solve करके देख सकते हो. इस limit को कैसे solve करोगे?
Infinite की बार 0
हाँ,
log ले लो.
y इसको y ले लो या जो भी ले लो. So log लोगे, फिर log लेने के बाद फिर limit लोगे और then anti log लोगे. फिर e raised to power 0 बन जाएगा. So वो 1 आता है इसका आंसर. तो वो I have used here. That I have used here.
Yes मैम. मैम और एक रेशियो टेस्ट के अंदर जब p इक्वल टू 1 है मैम, तो उसका मतलब है a की पावर n इक्वल टू a ऑफ n. अगर n की हम वैल्यू 1 से लेकर डालें तो मतलब a की कांस्टेंट वैल्यू बार बार हो रही है, मतलब 1,1,1 या 2,2,2.
नहीं, it's not that. It's not that. Ratio 1 आने का मतलब है infinity पे जाके they will be very very close to each other, right? ऐसा नहीं है. Series will not be like this. Sorry. They are not always same. उनकी nth लिमिट पे जाके जो n+1th टर्म और nth टर्म है सेम बन रहे हैं. सेम बनने का मतलब है उनकी लिमिटिंग वैल्यू 1 है. यू नो, लिमिट्स में कभी भी एग्जैक्टली नहीं होता है. लिमिटिंग वैल्यू 1 मींस दे आर वेरी वेरी क्लोज टू ईच अदर, बट दे आर नॉट सेम. क्योंकि अगर वो सेम ही होते तो फिर वी नो द आंसर, भी डाइवर्जेंट है हमारा आंसर. बट ये वो केसेस हैं कि तभी तो इनकंक्लूसिव है कि हम आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कि वो बड़े बन रहे हैं टर्म्स के छोटे बन रहे हैं. रेशियोज बड़े 1 से बड़े बनेंगे तो डाइवर्जेंट है, लेस देन 1 बनेंगे तो कन्वर्जेंट है. तो जब वो क्लियर होता है, स्ट्रिक्टली लेस देन 1, स्ट्रिक्टली ग्रेटर देन 1, वी आर क्लियर. इक्वल्स टू 1 आने पे इसीलिए हम इनकंक्लूसिव लिखते हैं दैट it's very very near to 1. It may be on the upper side of 1, it may be on the lower side of 1, but it is very very near to 1, the ratios, and therefore a limiting value is equal to 1. तो उसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि सारे टर्म्स सेम है, राइट? डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज हियर.
ओके, थैंक यू.
यस प्रांशु.
Ma'am. Hello.
Yes, let me answer her, Kirat. It's not always you have to think about ratio test first and then root test. That was just one particular example जिसपे मैंने आपको सिखाना था कि देखो इस पे रेशियो से आंसर नहीं आया तो हम रूट लगा रहे हैं. बट दैट डज नॉट मीन आपको हमेशा ऐसे ही करना है. आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है. द वे आई टोल्ड यू कि रेशियो टेस्ट में फैक्टोरियल्स वाले क्वेश्चंस पे लगेगा, रूट टेस्ट उन क्वेश्चंस पे लगेगा जिसमें an इज समथिंग लाइक कुछ है रेज टू पावर n, तो डायरेक्टली रूट लगा सकते हो. इट्स नॉट आपको पहले रेशियो से ही सरपास करके जाना है. So it was just for one example, but don't generalize this to all the kind of examples कि हमेशा ही ऐसे होगा. That will be clear. हम कल करेंगे questions इसके, root test के questions कल करेंगे. So more examples will take. So that will be clear. Yes, Pranshu.
Ma'am, I have a sequence doubt.
Please ask.
Log n raised to power 200
Sorry, log n
raised to power 200 divided by n.
divided by n.
No, ma'am, divided by n. Yes, ma'am, you have written right.
Yeah. So what is the value of this sequence की convergence कैसे decide करते हैं?
हम लिमिट से.
हाँ, तो लिमिट निकालो. क्या आंसर है इस लिमिट का?
मैम एल हॉपिटल रूल लगा के कर देते हैं.
हाँ, ट्राई करो. सी, लेट्स जस्ट डू दैट. एल हॉपिटल लगेगा ना, बिकॉज इंफिनिटी
Yes,
बाय
ma'am.
इंफिनिटी है. सो एल हॉपिटल लगेगा. सो ये होल की पावर 200 है ना.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
हाँ, सो डेरिवेटिव करने के लिए इट विल बी 200 log n की पावर 199 into 1 by n.
1 by n.
और n का 1 हो जाएगा, राइट? नीचे ये
हाँ
वाले
जी.
n का 1 हो जाएगा. सो इट
हाँ
इज
जी.
200 log n की पावर 199 by n. सो ये तो
हाँ जी.
स्केलर आ गया आपका. साथ
Okay.
में ये बच गया. सो दैट मीन्स अगर आप प्रॉब्लम रिमेन सेम, पहले
हाँ
200
जी.
था, अब 199 हो गया.
हाँ जी.
एक बार और लगाओगे तो 198 हो जाएगा. एक बार और लगाओगे तो 197. सो एक्चुअली ये मल्टीप्लायर आता जाएगा आपके पास. 200 into 199 into 198, ये मल्टीप्लायर आता रहेगा और इस तरफ पावर कम होती जाएगी. बट इवेंचुअली इसको
हाँ,
दो
लास्ट में आंसर.
इवेंचुअली log n by n रह जाएगा लास्ट में.
हाँ जी.
तब 0 आ जाएगी इसकी लिमिट. बिकॉज
तो मैम ये हम इसमें
हाँ, बस
लिख देंगे कि.
हाँ, तो 2-3 बार करके आपको ट्रेंड समझ में आ जाएगा ना कि
हाँ
यही
जी,
हो
हाँ
रहा
जी.
है. तो ये 0 आनी है लिमिट इसकी. सो ये
ओके
कन्वर्जेंट
मैम.
है. या सीक्वेंस है ना.
एक मिनट मैम, एक डाउट और था, मैं एक मिनट बताता हूँ. देख. Wait a minute now. An is equals to n factorial by n की पावर n
n की पावर n. दिस इज
by
अ
n की पावर n now.
सीक्वेंस और अ सीरीज.
मैम हेलो.
Is it a sequence or a series? Okay, my internet is not supporting today. वैसे भी we are done with time. I'll take that tomorrow, right? It's not supporting. I think I'm not audible. I'll take rest of the doubts tomorrow. Otherwise, also we have done that.
Ma'am, you are not audible.